Greetings and salutations, I'm Zuki, your lovable Dungeon Master, and welcome to Geeks Anonymous. We're going to be playing D&D today. I'm joined here with my fellow gays. Joined here with my fellow gays.
Not incorrect, actually.
I know, right? So Sig, Dolphy, and God, I'm done. And Kaz. Okay, let's continue. I'm gonna edit this to make it sound like I'm actually competent.
What?
No.
Maybe I won't, I don't know. But anyways, we are playing the 14th episode of Oops All Wizards. That's right, number 14. So I'm gonna do the recap, but before we begin the recap, I'd like to get into a few announcements for the day. In the top right corner of the screen, you will see some lovely artwork from our resident Sig. They did wonderful work and very much appreciative.
I should make a crayon version of it.
That would be awesome. Yes.
Do it.
All of the music you will be hearing tonight is from Kevin MacLeod's Incompetech. Go to incompetech.com and check out his royalty-free music. And lastly, but not least, all of the miniatures that you will be seeing today are from Hero Forge. They actually just released a new set if you're subscribed to them. So check that out. We have a link in the description below in both Twitch and YouTube. And we actually get a kickback if you make a miniature for yourself, so you're helping support the channel directly. But without further ado, that's pretty much all the announcements for today, so we will get into the recap of last week's episode. After eating a simple breakfast and helping Finny, Zinni's mother, deliver breakfast to the Rusty Anchor, our intrepid scholars seek out information on their target, the Sword of Answering. Heading to the large and grandiose library in the city of Hillcrest, they spend a large portion of the morning finding information on both the location, geological and topography, and history of the sword itself, finding that the retorter is one of 9 intelligent swords designed from the ancient relic. And can Dolphy remember what that relic is called?
Fraggle Rock?
That's right. Fraggarok, which is translated loosely to final word in Primordial, deciding to search for more information based on a lead from a local adventurer named Poppy Trill. They investigate the Monkey's Paw Thieves Guild. Striking up a conversation, Zinni finds a more pinpointed location for the possible whereabouts of the tomb they're searching for, but not before having their spellbooks stolen. But they were able to track down the books with divination magics thanks to Thalgrin, and they are led to the children who pocketed their books. Lunny, in a fantastic display of imposing intimidation, caused the children to run away screaming. The following morning, Finny greeted the students with a wagon full of supplies, pulled by the family's 2 oxen, Nessie and Opal. After a loving goodbye, the students have set on to their journey in search of the tomb of the fallen king. And that is where we left off. So let me change the music. Go to straight up Dungeons and Dragons.
They added slingshots to Hero Forge.
Did they? Finally! We can redo friggin'
I can make TJ!
We had to kit bash TJ originally.
Yeah, there's a relaxed one and then there's a drawn one.
TJ was your hunter character, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Yes. My little gremlin child with the slingshot.
Okay.
And the werewolf mother.
So if you look on the map, you will see how far you guys have traveled. It has been a total of 2 days since you have left Hillcrest. So you have, erected camp for the night a couple of times. And at this point, you have made it about halfway towards where the Hag's Scar is. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these guys off of the map. If it responds, thank you. And we will load up the campsite. So, we begin the session. It is currently night's fall. and you are all standing basically sitting around the campfire, while Thalgrin has a bowl that he seems to be whisking up something. He's been working on stuff in the wagon for a while now. He's been basically prepping some of the food that Finney has left for you guys. And looks like he actually brought some of his own as well. And you notice a faint bluish glow coming from the bowl that he's been prepping. He walks over to a place nearby the fire, and he starts digging, taking like a little shovel and starts digging a little divot as he puts a pan wrapped with some like thin sort of foil-like metal around it, as he makes like a basically kind of an underground oven, and covers it with dirt, and begins heating it up next to the fire. And then you see him put some more things on the fire itself, and he looks like he's basically making dinner for all of you guys. So you're all sitting around this fire and just kind of enjoying each other's company at this point. Is there anything that anyone would like to initiate conversation with in particular, or are you just kind of waiting for something to happen?
No,
Waiting
put
for
up
something
alarm.
to happen. Oh wait, no, we're at a campfire, right?
You are at a campfire.
Hmm.
I want to set up an alarm.
Okay. So you see Visca begins making a perimeter. I think it's like 30 feet.
Let me double check, because I can't remember where it is. Where is it? Where is it?
Also, I added Reggie.
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
I added Reggie to the
Yay.
to the map. The cute chibi.
Oh, it's not that big. I thought it was bigger for some reason. It's range 30 feet, but within a 20 cube.
Oh, okay. So where would you like to put it? Do you want to put it around the fire, or are you going to put it around like the camp or the tent where you're going to be sleeping?
I'm gonna put it on the wagon.
Okay. All right, you put it on the wagon. So basically, you line it with that tinsel lining, and you cast the ritual spell of alarm. Okay, and you rejoin the group eventually. And let's see here. Let me get rid of this.
I don't want people to steal our shit.
Absolutely. There's a lot of shit in there. Okay. So at this point, Thalgrin is almost done, and he's got this deep actual walk. It's funny, I mentioned one earlier, but he's got a walk with him, and he looks like he put a little bit of oil in it, and he is frying up this big flank of maybe mutton or something. But the mutton is actually giving off a bluish glow. Once again, it's almost like he floured it, but the flour he used is luminescent. And he begins frying it up and whatnot, and he has this sauce dish that is like with like this kind of grayish orange color. It's dull. It's not vibrant or anything, but it smells very good, very tangy. And several, probably about a half hour to an hour goes by when he starts digging up that thing in the ground again, and he pulls it out and lets it cool down for a little bit, and eventually begins serving all of you these plates of food. And you see, it's basically, have you ever seen a mutton steak, basically like a tomahawk cut, where it's like you got the flank of the steak and then the bone that comes off of it? So it's kind of
yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it's floured, so it's got like that crispy exterior, but the flour itself is actually glowing, and it is garnished with that sauce, that grayish orangish sauce, and it's got a croissant that is actually glowing that bluish glow as well, and he hands it to everybody.
Croissant.
And he says, all right, well, this is a dish that is a regular in Bartha Dream, and it's actually done with moss flour. With the sauce there is a Gror Tolnur sauce. which is kind of like your resident mustard of almost. And the croissants that you see before, my family likes to just call them simply gluffins because they are made with a little bit of glow from the moss fried flour. Dig it. And yeah.
Yes.
So you
Time
guys
to eat the food.
start eating it, and it is delicious. It's very good. He was a guild artisan, so he knows how to cook. And yeah, you begin eating and finishing the meal, and it's very hearty. And you finish your meals, and there's this kind of silence as you're all just kind of watching the fire. You've kind of already gotten all of the small talk out of the way at this point, so there's really not a whole lot to discuss as far as like what you're doing out here. But if there's anything in particular that you would like to talk to somebody about, you're more than welcome to do so at this point.
I got nothing.
Okay. All right. So Thalgrin will interrupt the silence, and I've been thinking these nights they've been going by rather quietly.
You're gonna jinx it.
I probably just did. You're right, but needless to say, my people of Bartha Dream, we used to enlighten each other with stories to help pass the time. Does anybody have a story they would like to share?
Looks at Zinni.
Stories?
Well, if you don't go,
Zinni
I'll
was just
go.
kind of Zinni was just kind of staring off into space. For a minute.
Do you have a story, lass?
She thinks for a minute. Well, I mean, I have lots of stories.
I'd love to hear one. You tell one, I'll tell one.
Okay.
Did not take much convincing.
No, she is a storyteller.
Yes.
However, the person running her character currently is lacking.
We try.
So then, well, Cindy's gonna run through the story of how she got shot, how she came to have Reggie.
Yes. All right. So, did you want to go into any details, or you want to leave it up to a roll?
Well, I mean, I know how Reggie came into being.
Yes.
Oh, let's just assume that Zinni goes into more detail than I do because, well,
Sure.
I'm brain dead on the best of tastes.
So as you're explaining how Reggie came into existence, Reggie is actually going to basically fly around you, coil up, and basically kind of and coo around, and basically just kind of express its love in its own way for basically
puppy.
bringing it into existence. And I will have you make a performance roll.
It's a puppy.
It's basically a puppy.
I'm good at that.
Can we have advantage for the puppy?
No.
Ooh, 12, and what is my... I think it's a 7. Is that a 7? Or is that a 6? Come on, D&D Beyond, why are you reloading? So that is an 18.
18. Okay. So, yeah, it seems at least Maudie and Thalgrin are very enamored with your story. They hadn't heard it before. Yeah, after you're done, they clap, and Thalgrin's smiling. See, now, that's what I'm talking about. Now, suppose it's my turn. Have you ever heard the story of the Green Sun? 400 years ago, there was 3 mighty adventurers, one even coming from my homeland of Bartha Dream. They traveled into the depths of the Underdark as the sky above them turned green, and anyone dying in the presence of the green sun of Lagair would raise as undead spawn. But they came back from their adventure after being lost in the void of the Underdark, and they surfaced to the Overdark, as we were calling it back then. And they triumphed versus the evil. And that dwarf of Bartha Dream that I am talking about is a long, distant aunt of mine, Rada Fireforge.
I love Rada.
And that is a story that will live on in my heart for many years to come. Who's next? He looks around. Thanks for volunteering, Lunny. He gives you a slap on the back.
My god.
But I don't have any stories.
Sure, you've got something up your sleeve. If you don't have a real one, just make one up.
Hold on, I have to kill a character sheet.
And like I said, you can also roll if you would like. You just basically say what the premise of the story is, and then you can just roll.
Lunny's going to shake their head. And just, I'm afraid I do not have anything of interest.
Okay.
My life up until the college has been, well, you met Dr. Kennestein.
Who? We haven't really discussed that. Like, who exactly is he to you? I mean, other than your creator.
There's a quirk of Lunny's head, and what else would he be?
An asshole.
Well, I don't know. I suppose my creators are my parents. And they mean a lot to me.
I suppose I have not thought about it over much.
Well, from what I've seen, I can't say that I trust the guy.
Seems like a dick.
Yeah,
He is a dick.
shit, dude. Like total creepy vibes.
Pretty sure we all just get the evil vibes from him.
It's to deactivate Lunny. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's a little rude.
Yeah, I really don't like that. That's basically execution at that point.
Yep.
I'm not gonna stand for it. And if it comes down to that, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm gonna do my damnedest to make sure that Lunny gets out of there alive.
Yep.
Alright? Even if it means never going back to the college. You're our friend, Lux. He gives you a smile.
If Lunny could smile, they would.
Bunny has just realized that their friends are basically a cult. We're going to beat someone up for you.
Yeah, basically. Alright, well, I'm going to head to bed. Who's taking first shift?
Sure.
Alright. Well, he kind of stretches and he'll head to his tent, and Marty will do the same. At which point it is basically Zinni, you go to your bed. You coil up with Reggie. At which point, Lunny, you go into your stasis mode and just kind of start staring off into the wilderness in front of you. And Visca, you will begin your watch. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Can I also make a perception check?
Sure. You're
'Cause
at, you're at the disadvantage because you're in stasis mode, though. No, you know what? Because you don't have to
That's a 9.
sleep, I won't give you that penalty.
Yay.
That's one of the
I
whole
rolled a
features
9.
of being warforged.
16.
Okay, 16. The shift goes by uneventful. When you are kind of seated, it's like towards the tail end of your 2 hours, and you're staring at the fire, and you see a wispy form kind of flicker and form in front of you, and there's a halfling sitting in front of you. It is Nem. She looks up at you with her blackish eyes, and she doesn't have the same demeanor when you first met her. She looks a little upset as she's just staring at you. Why are we headed east?
College business.
We have a lead.
I know.
Morsepor's to the south.
Yeah.
This is my daughter we're talking about. I need your help.
And I will try to give it as much as possible, given the circumstances.
I know you will. You have no choice. And then you see her just flick away, and she disappears.
Man, now I'm possessed and cursed.
And then you hear from behind you, Lass? Who are you talking to?
Oh, that's complicated.
Fair enough. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check to see if he presses the situation a little bit.
Okay. That is an 18.
Fair enough. Well, if you need to talk about something, yeah, I'm here.
I feel like you're just the group mom. It's great. And she literally says that too.
He kind of looks around and looks down. You know, I honestly wish it would be the first time that I've heard somebody say that to me.
Wait, he wishes that was the first time?
Yes, but it was not.
That's amazing. That's great. That's fantastic.
But I didn't just come to relieve you of your shift. I kind of wanted to talk to you about something.
Is it the fact that I keep dying and coming back?
You're a very astute, yeah.
Try to be.
Where do you go when you die?
Honestly? A really dark, creepy place. With a stairwell. That's about it.
With a stairwell?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just come back?
Something like that.
That's
It's like a dead end. Like a dark dead end. With a stairwell on the other side with light. I don't know.
When I died, it was just a completely different world. Machines and gears everywhere. It was fascinating, geometrical, in astounding and impossible geometries. It Mechanus.
In a good or a bad way?
Go ahead and make me an Arcana or Yeah, Arcana check. It would be Arcana.
That's a whole 11, dude.
You've never heard of Mechanus or anything like that, but you did go over afterlives in divination class, which kind of makes you remember what happened when the diviner read yours. He ran out screaming and never talked to you since.
Gonna keep that in the back of my mind.
But there was something that happened. Like I could feel you all with me, and there was something that just it echoed through me, through my mind, and that was Lonnie's voice. I can still remember what they said. If I can create life, you can return to it. And I did. You all brought me back. I haven't been able to shake it since. I think a part of me is... Roll insight for me, as he kind of cuts off his sentence.
Let me check if I have anything else.
Your
I
passive
can-
perception, by the way, you can hear all of this. Even though
Yeah.
you're kind of a distance away, you can hear all of this.
A 16, sir.
It feels like he wants to say something, but then he stops and looks over and sees if Lonnie's paying attention and decides against it. I'm a little worried about them, though. They've been they've been acting strangely ever since the incident, and I don't know. I just something feel very protective of them.
Mhm. Nothing wrong with that. Although I'd agree. But I think it has something to do with that. We're just gonna call him Bitchface.
Fair enough. I can't let them die. He just kind of looks at the fire. And there's this pause of silence unless you say something. And he just looks up at you and says, "Thank you, Les."
Like our... This is sudden and you don't have to go through with it. You remember that time in class where the teacher ran out screaming while telling us our fates?
Hey. Hey.
Are you able to do that sort of thing?
I am a diviner. You want me to try to read your your destiny?
She waves that off and she's like, maybe we could ask Lunny to see if we can you divine the past? I don't know if that's possible. Maybe help uncover that?
There is a spell. It is called augury. It allows you to peer into the past. Wouldn't you know it? I have it prepared.
Well, maybe this whole erratic behavior with Lunny has something to do with Dickbag. And they
Fair
don't
enough.
seem to remember too much about it. Bring it up as an offer for him.
Divination is a very fickle creature. It's only going to show you the possibilities of the course you're currently on.
Hmm.
And it's very spotty at times. But if they were to give me their consent, of course, I would be willing to assist in any way, of course.
She shakes her head, like, in agreement.
But in any case, I suppose it's your time for sleep. Gives you a smile.
Mm. Well, don't get too bored out here.
I'm sure I'll keep myself busy. As you see him take out a little kit and he starts tinkering with his little helicopter bot.
The
Nice.
mead dispenser.
Yeah, the little
The
meat
meat dispenser!
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Visca will pat him on the shoulder or whatever and go take a nap.
And that shift goes by. And go ahead and make me a perception check, an active perception check, Lonnie.
Sus.
17.
17, okay. The night goes by uneventful. Well, this shift goes by uneventful, at which point, Zinni and Amadi, it is both of your shifts. You are shook and awake by Madi as you feel, hey, lazy butt. Hey, she starts flicking you on the forehead.
What?
It's your shift.
Mm. This is revenge for
Wait,
waking her up.
You should also pull the give me 5 more minutes and then just curl up into Reggie.
You know what?
Plots they extend.
No, she's gonna get up.
Okay. So you get up and you sit next to the fire and you're all kind of watching around and biding the time, and I'm gonna have you make an insight check.
Insight.
Insight.
I'm not good at those.
Neither am I.
I know.
I don't.
Great. I
I don't
love
think
it.
any of us are.
You suck.
I have a +1 to insight.
Me
I
too.
don't even get that. I just have a base
11.
insight.
That's a whole 11.
Okay. Marty. It feels like maybe Marty chose your shift intentionally, and that's basically what you get from the insight check.
I mean, we're friends, so of course.
Yeah. And you see her take out some leftovers from the night, and she like turns away and pulls down her her scarf so she can eat, and like make sure that you can't see. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm not good at those either. I don't think.
I feel like the poor baby has scars on her face.
Boo-ba-doo-boo-boo-boo-boo.
Oh,
Ha! I can reroll that.
Oh, you can. That's right.
Yeah, you're a halfling.
Halfling.
I can reroll that shit. I mean, that's not much better.
Not much better. Okay, versus their sleight of hand. Her sleight of hand.
Her sleight of hand is much better than my perception.
Yep.
Yep.
19. Yeah, you don't see it. Yeah. So
I
you
mean,
just
can
quickly...
I roll?
Sure. Yeah.
Did not go.
It might be lacking a little.
It's thinking.
17.
You're much
17 with a perception?
Yep.
How the hell do you have a 17 passive? Oh, you have a feat, don't you?
I have a 16 passive perception, and I just rolled a 17.
Gotcha. Okay. She rolled a 19. No, you don't see anything either.
Okay.
Yeah, so she quickly kind of puts the mask, the scarf back over her face, and it's like, hey, can I talk to you something about?
Sure.
Kind of looks over, notices you, Lunny, and
Lunny hasn't moved through the entire night.
kind of over here a little bit, and she will lead you kind of to a further distance away. Lunny, you can roll perception if you want to hear this conversation.
Of course, I want to hear the conversation.
Okay, so go ahead and make a perception
Is-
check now. So
Is Lunny a nosy bitch?
Lunny is a nosy bitch.
Lunny's
Secretly,
bored, okay?
Well,
Lunny
There's
is
a nat
secretly
20
a
for
nosy
you.
bitch.
the way I see it
Lunny
is
definitely knows.
with the way I see Lunny is kind of like the way I see Johnny Five, where input, you know, input, and just has to fucking know
Oh, I
everything.
love that movie.
That is one of my favorite movies of all time. Short Circuit,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Lunny is curious and likes to know things,
Yeah.
but they are also bored because when they're in stasis, they can't move, so they can just listen to everything around them.
And so she takes you to the rock area, and I am gonna see if I can put on some better music for this. So, have you ever? And she looks like she's just having a hard time finding the words. Have you ever like been expected to do something, but you just don't know how you're supposed to go about doing it?
Well, I mean, we're here looking for a sword that none of us really even knows if we're gonna find it.
Yeah, but that's not exactly what I mean. I don't know. This whole my family is very pressuring, and we're all expected to make names of ourselves. Oh, you're a Thepperlump. You've got a name to uphold. Make me a history check.
Good at those. Finally, something I'm good at. That is a whole 19.
Oh yeah, you have
Ooh.
heard of the Thepperlump family, specifically Hoden Thepperlump. Thepperlump was the person who first discovered ribonite, which is basically the hardest metal known to Orth. This was centuries ago, and it's just like I'll never live up to those expectations, you know?
I mean, you can tell him to eat shit.
Well, it's kind of hard if he's dead.
No, it's not. There's a
Oh.
grave, right?
I mean, that's fair, I guess, but
We know someone who can cast Speak with Dead.
but I love them, you know. I love my family, and I feel like I want to do something. I don't know if I want to do what they want me to do.
Well, then do what you want to do. You'll get good at that, and then really, can they say anything? Because you're good at a thing, and you're known for a thing. And really, if that's all they care about, then what does it matter what you're known for?
And why am I even at the college?
Well, I mean, because you're pretty damn good at magic, I'm guessing.
I do love magic. But I don't know. Thank you.
Mhm.
Sorry I'm being all like cryptic and stuff, but that's kind of what I do.
Yeah.
And she got called out about it last episode. Yes, I can read it, she said.
Hey, want a lollipop?
I mean,
she holds up a lollipop.
yes.
She hands it to you,
Beautiful.
and then she scurries back to the fire. At which point I'll have you make a perception check for the rest of your shift.
I love that. It's just like, you want a lollipop? Monty feels like she has 1,000 pockets and it's all full of like M&Ms and Skittles and stuff.
She has the snacks.
Yes.
She has the snacks.
Okay. Should I also roll perception?
Yeah.
Yay. Lenny is always on watch.
It's such a good thing that you're backing me
Fine.
up because I get. Never mind.
Never
I
mind.
used my nat 20 on eavesdropping, okay?
That's all right. You still have
I mean-
a pretty good passive.
I have a really high passive perception.
I think mine is a 10.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
passive perception is an 11. So
My passive intelligence for investigation is a 17, but everything else I'm a dumbass.
The rest of the night, however, goes by uneventful. You all awaken, and Falgrim begins making everyone breakfast, which is just a simple breakfast, not as elaborate as last night's. But it's like, basically your sausage, egg, bacon breakfast. Yep.
some good shit.
At which point you all pack up and you begin heading out once more. So you travel for another couple of days. Let's put on some better music since the somber bullshit's over.
Now it's time for adventure music.
Adventure.
Not quite yet. We haven't quite made it there, it looks like.
Adventure is out there.
So as you're traveling, as you're traveling on, you have traveled for 2 more days, and you see off in the distance, it looks like there is this tower it's not made out of stone, it's more made out of like reinforced wood, thick logs and things like that. So think very guttural, orcish, tribal sort of looking outpost, with like leathers on the top, and you actually see a couple people who are standing guard, and they see you. You see one of them raise their hand, and you hear, "Halt!" Do you do so? Who is
I
at the
mean-
reins? I believe it's Lunny.
Yeah, Lenny will.
And you see one of the orcs that are up in the tower like has a heavy crossbow. It's out, but it's not pointed at you, but it looks like he's ready just in case. And the other one climbs down the tower, and he will walk over to you. State your business.
Going to the Hag's Scar.
The Hag Scar? What business have you there?
College of the Frozen North business.
Let's see if they've heard of the College of the Frozen North.
We need you to roll good.
They have a -2 to this roll. It's a
Oh.
10.
It's a 50-50.
Okay, what does the college want in the Uramag coast? Are you more adventurers?
No.
Viska's going to pop out and be like, "No, we're students. We're here for a research project."
What is your place of destination? Besides Hagscar, there's nothing there.
They want us to learn about the architecture, if there's any out there. Yeah.
Are you looking for the tomb?
No.
Roll deception.
Viska's literally like deadpanned while saying that. It's just like, no.
See, here's the thing. Zinni could say that and be absolutely honest because I didn't
That's a
remember that it was in
21.
a tube.
That is a modded 21. So Viska literally has like the fucking expression and tone of "I'm bored, but I'm forced to be here."
Well, that's good. You don't want to go there. Lots of people don't head back from there. Last group I saw there, they went in with 8, came out with 2.
Good to know.
Yeah, I've heard some stories about that place. I wouldn't mess around with it. Never been there myself, but let's not tempt fate.
Yeah. Why do you sound like a demonic Kermit, by the way?
Thank you.
Excuse me. I am an orc.
Yes, and a very good one.
I am. Thank you.
And
All
we be
right.
on our way.
Well, if you decide to go to the tomb, word of advice, and here's something I have heard. Trust not the music, but the mosaic. I might have that backwards.
Okay.
Safe travels! And he goes back up.
But seriously, why is it Kermit? I have so many questions.
We're
Hey,
being
we're-
attacked!
We're
kidding.
back on our way.
As you
We're back
continue,
on our bullshit.
as you continue on, the landscape gets a lot more marshy over the next day. It takes you one final day as you get into the swampy areas. It's a little harder for the oxen to get through, but they're doing a decent enough job. Go ahead and make me a animal handling check at the disadvantage, Lenny.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you did not bring Zagok with you.
That's a 6.
Okay.
Yes, 6.
So you're stomping through, and then all of a sudden, you see it looks like Nessie and Opal are having difficulties continuing on. And you realize that they're pulling forward, and one of the wheels is spinning, but not going anywhere.
Okay, I will use Mold Earth to try to bring the ground up and get everything level.
Fair enough, easy enough, and you cast that spell, and you basically flatten out the area. You harden the mud, and basically you see them able to get traction, and they continue forward. And that's when you kind of are circumventing the more marshy areas, and you can begin to see with your passive perception there are cracks in the ground, and crevices and whatnot. Throughout this whole area, and off in the distance, to a little bit from the north, there is a giant crevasse, just like open, and you're pretty sure that's likely why they call it Hagscar. But you seem to have reached your destination.
Yay. Now we have to climb down.
So all of you get out, and you are at the edge of Hagscar. What do you do?
It's
Oh.
time to do some climbing.
Are we
brought
in
rope.
the right area to be doing climbing? Can we see anything at the bottom of the crevice?
Go ahead and make me an active perception check.
Active perception.
You know, I want to make one of those too.
Yep, but all of you can. Lenny, you can be at the advantage if you want. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
You don't need to.
no, I'm gonna anyway. Ah,
Perfect. Okay. So, what did everybody roll? I'm gonna do it from lowest to highest.
I got a 6.
Okay, but your passive is better than that.
Passive is way better than
What
that.
what did you roll, Zenny? It was like a
an
17?
18.
18. Okay. So your passive of 16, Lenny. You see the basically the giant scar, and you're looking over, and you can see that it goes down, and there are several pythons set up, and it looks like people have gone down this course quite a bit. However, it doesn't look very stable from what you're looking at. With your 18 Zinni, you can see it looks like there are several different routes that you can take, and looking at one, it looks like it's a pretty safe route down to the bottom of the chasm. And as you're about to kind of point that out, you kind of hear Visca go, "Hey," as Visca, you kind of point, and you see there is a ladder. It looks like it has been hidden. It's more in the marshy area, but there is a crack, and there is a ladder that leads down, and it looks fairly new.
Ladder.
Right.
So Visca points the ladder out to all of you. You can take the marshy route and go down the ladder. That is most likely the one that the person at the Thieves Guild told you about. Or you can decide to go down the main path that most adventurers go.
I vote ladder.
So, how far down is it?
It is about 20 die 6 worth of damage, so 200 feet.
Okay, and there's not a route down that we could take the wagon.
No, you're gonna have to leave the wagon behind.
Okay, but hear me out.
Okay.
What if I cast Fly on the ox?
Then you can cast Fly on the Oxens. You'll have to use 2 applications. Well, I don't know. Let me look up
Fly is a concentration spell for up to 10 minutes, and when you cast it using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, you can target 1 additional creature.
Okay. Specifically creature. I'm worried about the wagon.
Yes, that is also a worry.
So I would let me look up the specifics of Fly, and let me just see, because we may not
Okay,
be
but
able
Feather
to-
Fall on the wagon? No, that's creature.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the wagon would not be able to be Fly.
Ew.
Oh, that was my idea. Anyone else have a good one?
Let's see what kind of fun things I can do. Probably nothing useful in this instance, however.
I mean, we already have an alarm, so if somebody is messing with it, then Visca will know immediately. Right?
Not incorrect.
Yeah. you see Marty just kind of shrug like, problem solved. Unless somebody else has a better idea.
I mean,
I got nothing. I've got nothing useful for a situation like this.
I am more concerned about local creatures going after the ox.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Anybody know polymorph? She jokes.
Actually.
Okay, that was a joke though. How the hell do you know polymorph?
I am a transmuter.
But that's like a 4th tier spell.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm more convinced that Lenny might read more than the rest of us.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
are we gonna morph the oxen into things?
Okay, so I want you guys to think about this, because you could polymorph the oxes and you could bring them with you. However, not only will this burn high-level spells for Lunny, it will also make them more at risk, because if Lunny or one of you carrying whatever beast you polymorph this thing into and they die in the tomb, they might be safer up here. So, what do you guys do? It is completely in your hands.
Pretty sure if we bring them home dead, Mom might be sad. Although I think she knew that that's a risk when she gave them to us.
Yes, she did. But she also will be very sad if that happens.
Okay, so Lenny's going to look around the area. Does it seem relatively safe where we're at for the...
Like, as for what? Like, what are you looking for in terms of safety?
If the ox were allowed to roam in a small area, would they have enough to, like, eat, drink?
There's plenty of foliage, and they're not stupid enough to fall in a chasm. However, with tremors in the area, luckily you haven't really witnessed. Along the trip, the past 5 days, you've felt some tremors, but nothing really serious. So as long as it stays the way it's been, they should probably be safe as far as that goes. There might be like wolves or livestock in the area, but these are also oxen. They have really big horns and know how to use them. So they might be able to protect themselves, and the fact that the place smells like, humans might also help. As far as, and we'll just say this is all like passive survival stuff that you guys know. This is basically your DM going, it's okay, you can leave them behind.
It's okay, we can leave them.
Lenny will at least use mold earth to make some sort of, like, fence area.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, you'll go around. We'll say that you basically make a trench of sorts, like a wall that's big enough that nothing's gonna be able to get in, and they can't, get out.
Wander out.
Yeah. So you've got like this little fence area. Sure, that's no problem at all. Just to add a little clarity of mind, if you will.
Yes.
Okay. So that is done. You have the alarm as well, so you'll know if anyone enters that area. What do you guys do?
Go down the ladder.
All right, ladder. So that's 2 votes for ladder.
I mean, sure, why not?
All right, 3 votes. All right, you guys head down the ladder.
The alternative would be try to use mold earth to make a ramp large enough for the wagon to go down, but that sounds like it would take forever.
That would take a long time.
Yeah. So let's not do that. See through the walls.
No.
Oh, the walls came in.
Show us all of the secrets.
Okay. So.
What does it say? I don't like it. What's it say?
You guys are over here.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
What does what say?
The cards that are on top of it that are
it's just
hiding everything.
Yeah, it's just dwarven script. It's cool. I just like the way it looked.
Oh, okay.
Came with the table, so I kept it.
That's fair.
Right.
Because I would not put it past you to make it mean something. As like a weird little Easter egg.
I mean, that's fair. I didn't make it, though. As the 5 of you, or 7 of you, if you count your familiars, head down to the ladder, you eventually, it takes you a while because it's 200 feet down, but you safely make your way down this ladder, and it's pretty sturdy. So it looks like the person at the Thieves Guild gave you a good lead, luckily.
Nice.
And you see that where it goes, it heads to these large open doors that are already cracked open a little bit. And once you get to the bottom of the chasm, you can see that all the pythons and routes that were taken before basically lead to where you are right now. So you essentially just took the express route. So kudos. At which point, let me pull up the actual room. There we go. Okay. At which point, just for the sake of this, because what you do, when you do it, and where you are is going to be important for this, I'm going to have everyone roll initiative.
Initiative?
Yeah, we're not in combat, but we're in loose initiative order, so I want everyone's initiative.
Oh boy. Here we go. I rolled a fucking 9.
Nice.
– 17.
That is also a 17.
Hey, who has the higher dex of you two?
Probably
Vinny.
Bunny. What?
Lunny's dex is a 9. I have a -1 modifier for it.
Oh, okay, so
Okay.
yeah, my dex is better. At an 11.
Yes. Absolutely.
Hey, we'll roll Maudie.
Lenny is a robot. They are not very dexterous.
Maudie fucking go first.
They are sturdy, though.
Oh yeah, their constitution is insane.
I would hope so.
Maudie rolled a
If
24.
it wasn't, I would be kind of disappointed.
Maudie goes first.
Yeah, Maudie
Oh,
rolled
I'm-
a 24. Maudie goes
It's cool if I hit the long
before
rest
later
button, right?
actions. Holy shit. Yes, all of you can hit the long rest button. You are all
All right.
rested. And Thalgrin.
Oh wait, I don't think I need to, but let's do it anyway.
Jeez.
I just do it as a precaution.
Yeah. There's a reason why Lunny has 65 HP
Yeah, as a wizard, which is nice.
as a wizard.
Okay.
I mean, I have
Zinni should
39.
go after Thalgrin.
What's that?
Zinni should go after Thalgrin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, you all get down into the tomb, and the door is open, and Maudie just kind of takes the lead. It looks like she's looking around, inspecting things very carefully. Seems like she's may have done this before, as she pushes open the door cautiously.
Good thing she's leading then.
She looks in, and oh yeah, she seems like she's right at home here, and she takes one step into the tomb, and you hear Thalgrin. This is dwarven architecture. I was not expecting that. And you take a step in. To your left, you see basically a giant mural. And it's made up of little tiny tiles all through it, basically a mosaic. And it's incredibly beautiful, and it would be amazing if it was new, but over the years, many centuries, several of the tiles have fallen off. The light that may have gone in here has caused it to fade, and it's not as beautiful as it would have been, obviously.
Need to investigate it.
Sure, go ahead and make an investigation check.
They said a thing about the mural. No.
I'm gonna do one too, just because.
The dude said a thing about the mural.
Mhm.
Follow the mural. Pay attention to the mural. Something about mural. Did we
I mean,
both
that's
do
a
3s?
10, but I have a passive investigation of 17.
Okay.
That's a 17, but my passive investigation is 18.
Okay. With the passive investigations, Zinni, I'm gonna chalk it off as you're just too excited because this is cool.
I
Am
so excited.
This is your
very
first
cool.
dungeon crawl. Like, yeah, you did the whole, the dragon thing with the dragon lair, but this is a dungeon crawl.
I tell stories about this kind of thing.
So you look to the left with the investigation checks. You actually see, it looks like there is a faded spot where there are no tiles in a perfect rectangle, and it looks like maybe something was hanging there. At which point, both Lunny and Visca, you look down and you can see a plaque, and it's face down, so you're just seeing the back of it covered in dust and like residue and dirt. Looks like it's been stepped on a few times as well.
Curious.
Lenny will very carefully pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up, and some dirt and dust kind of fall off of it, and it looks like it is a message of some sort. What languages do you speak?
Lenny, speak Common, Gnomish, and Sylvan.
It is not in a language that you understand.
I have comprehend language.
You do have comprehend languages.
I have a fucking
Does that-
warlock feat that
does-
allows me to read anything.
Yep. Now, does that allow you to know what language it is, or does it just like decipher it for you?
I think it just is cipher. Let me check. Where is that? Oh God! No! Stop! Stop! Go back. Where is it? I'm trying to find out where it's under. Is it under class features? Probably.
I believe so. Yeah, I think that's an invocation, so I think it's in your class features.
Eldritch invocations. You learn fragments of forbidden knowledge.
Aw. If
No,
I
it
had
just
been
says that I can
thinking-
read all writing. It doesn't like specify.
What'd you say?
If I had been thinking, I would have had Lenny ritual cast comprehend languages before they entered.
You can do it now. You're not pressed for time.
Right.
So if you want to do that as well, that's already active for you though. So you're looking at this, and you see a small halfling hand just kind of apparate in front of you and waves over the text, and it is suddenly in common for you. And it states. And are you going to read this out loud, or are you just reading this to yourself for now?
I'd read it out loud.
Okay. As you begin reading it out loud, you can hear chiming and a melody begin to play. If you are listening to the music in-game, that is the sound that you can hear echoing through the halls. And you see that the plaque says, "By 3 and 4, beyond the door, swings past the noise, so keep your poise. Like the king accused of vulgar and sin, so too did this sign a courtship, fall a kin." And I will write that down for you so you can understand it a little bit better.
Yeah, Visca's gonna like relay that and also pay attention to the music
Okay.
as well.
Make
No.
an active perception check for me.
Active perception. So he's just gonna plug her ears.
Okay.
15.
15. And you're hearing the music, and it's pretty. How well you're a noble, aren't you? No, you're not. Wait,
Technically speaking,
yes, okay,
yes.
yeah, but you didn't take the background, so you wouldn't
Yeah, I
get
didn't take
advantage.
the background.
Okay, you wouldn't. Okay, so you're not going to get advantage on this roll, but I will allow you a history check. Anybody can have a history check if they want, or religion, whichever's better.
I am so good at those.
Let me check which one I'm better at. Better at religion.
Well, I mean,
What is 15 plus 7?
22.
22.
Okay, 22.
I could take the next hour playing with my knotted strings and do advantage on history.
You absolutely could. If you want to spend an hour in the first hallway. Do you?
Not really.
Okay. So
not really when I get a +7 anyway.
yeah, and one of your friends just got a 22, so.
Nope.
Okay. So and I should mention there is also a door to your right that you haven't gotten to yet. But the mural that you're looking at and the riddle or text that you're seeing and the music, it reminds you of something. You're absolutely positive that this is an ancient type of dance. One that was actually tried, it was almost purged. And that's, you hear Maudie suddenly speak up, and she looks down the hallway, says, "Hey, I think I see a panel of something Oh, I should be covering my mouth. And Lunny, with your passive perception, as you're listening to the melody, you notice in between the beats, there's another sound that is very subliminal. And it's not coming from the music itself, it's coming from the hallway. I will allow you an investigation check.
Oh, yeah. That's an 8.
8.
Also,
Unfortunately,
I
no.
can tell you that the dwarven text on these things don't really say anything.
Oh, okay.
It's literally a bunch of gibberish. The only word that is a real word is the second one, and it says region. But everything else is just gibberish.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know, I looked up a fucking... I looked up the alphabet.
That's
Because I
awesome.
was curious.
So if you want to relay that information, I will allow other people the investigation roll as well. Because
Okay.
you heard something odd in between the beats.
Lenny is going to relay that. Just like, here's something other than the music.
Investigation. Station.
Boy.
There's a
No.
Zenny
That's a
is
12.
way too excited to be here.
Zinni is very excited,
Upper
okay?
14.
It's a very exciting adventure.
Alright, you've got 2 other people here, luckily.
Yep. This sucks because I get a +4 to my investigation.
I have a
Nice.
+7. I don't even know why.
Marty stops and listens. Da 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 sh da da sh da da sh da sh 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 sh. Ha!
Just like a Morse code.
You see her pull out an apple. And she chucks it down the hallway. And you see, shink! It gets sliced in half.
At least it wasn't me, because, God, that would suck.
Okay. So, do we want to go... So, do we want to go down that hallway? Or do we want to go in the door?
Let's check the door first.
Let's check the door. Yeah.
Okay. She will check for traps. I'm going to use Lenny's perception, so I don't have to keep, I'm going to use your passive perception, so I don't have to keep rolling for Lenny. So I'm just going to say for Maudie, so Maudie just has a straight 16 to check for traps, so I don't have to keep rolling. She looks it over, and you say, all right. And she tries the door. Locked, and then you see her pull out a little leather satchel and unbuttons it, opens it up, and you see it is a lock picking set. You see her take one hook, put it underneath, and then a rake key that has a bunch of different teeth on it, and she begins a raking attack that doesn't seem to work at first, but then starts jiggling a little bit more, getting it in there, and then I'm going to roll. Come on, Marty. You are proficient. But you're not good. And you hear it. God damn. Can one of you give me a little light here?
Yes.
Know a light spell?
Okay. So who
I
would
just
like...
have I still have just a drift orb.
So you basically take out the drift orb. The drift orb chimes and spins a little bit, and you're basically going to hold the light so Maudie can get in there better, and basically I'm going to say that you're giving Maudie the help action.
What does your
Considering
little light orb do?
It gives me the cantrip of light, which is...
Oh, yeah, no, I just have that as a cantrip as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It also gives me another... It gives me another spell. But I can't... What is it? Where
Got
is
it. You hear from Maudie as she opens up the door.
Oh, it gives me daylight as well.
Yeah, that's right. It allows you to
Maybe
cast a
one-
daylight.
Yeah. Once a day.
Okay. So you see a door. Okay. So it is Maudie's turn. I'm going to take Maudie's action. Maudie is going to head into the room carefully. Come on. There we go. And she is going to take her action to check things out.
Adventures, adventures.
Monty sees shit.
See her kind of come out. I don't really see anything in this, and that's going to be her turn. And now everyone has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God. Man, I'm not good at those. Well, kind of, but I'm still not. That's a 4, sir.
Whoops.
11.
Please be nice to me. I mean, for saving throws, that's a +4. So,
13.
13.
Okay.
It's better than a 4.
Did all of you kind of are all of you kind of meandering in at this point?
No.
Okay. Well,
Not me.
This is where Maudie is. That was a lair action. I'm not going to tell you what happens. However, I believe you all failed. It is now Thalgrin's turn. Thalgrin will take a few steps, and he's just going to peer into the room. And that's his action. It is now Zinni's turn.
Sure, right here.
Time to, I guess, poke my head in.
Okay.
Because I am equally as nosy as everyone.
All right. So probably like right
I'm
there.
going to bring Reggie with you.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, do you want to make a roll, check the room out at all, or anything like that?
I mean, sure.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check or
Perfect.
investigation check, whichever you would like.
Investigation, I am better at that.
Excellent.
Ooh, nice.
Yes,
That is
wow.
a 21.
Okay, so as you're looking into the room, you're seeing the walls and whatnot. It looks like the way that the armaments are on the walls and the way the sarcophagus are. This was a guard's room, and judging by the insignias and where you would assume jewels would have been if they weren't already looted, this was a royal guard's room. And there's really not a whole lot around. It looks like it's been picked pretty clean. But that is your turn. And it is now Lenny's turn. What do you do?
Lenny is also going to move forward and peek in, but
Yeah.
really,
As you peek in, your passive perception, you notice in this room there are sconces. But instead of sconces, sorry, there are sconces on the walls. But instead of torches, they seem to be holding crystals, beautiful crystals that are like basically jetting out of these sconces, and they seem to be almost like a natural formation of some sort.
are they glowing at all, or are they?
They are glowing the entire room.
Okay.
Make a Arcana check, or history, whichever's better, or nature. Get different information depending on what you roll.
You said Arcana, History, or Nature?
Mm-hmm.
We'll go with Nature, because that's a 21.
So these are found in nature. This is obanite. This is natural forming obanite, which is basically chunks during the battle. Oh no, you rolled nature. So this is just moon rock basically. It is chunks of the moon that have come to the ground and caused a chemical reaction that causes these crystalline figures, or these crystalline illuminescent objects to grow wherever that dust is basically um, forming.
Is it uncommon or?
It is uncommon. Yes, it is also worth money. That's why you see several of the sconces in the hallway. They seem to be missing.
Why would they take the Obanite in the hallway and not the tomb?
Could be that the door was locked, but some of the gems are missing, so you're not sure. It is now Visca's turn.
Sorry, I was eating candy.
That's fine.
But Lunny would relay that there is Obanite in the sconces.
I'm gonna move up as
Okay.
well.
Make
Peek inside the room, why
make
not?
a Constitution saving throw for me,
Fuck. Why?
because I said so.
Why?
Rude.
Did I fucking trip over something already?
No.
11, sir.
Okay. So you're just kind of peeking into the room and whatnot. You feel kind of nauseous. It's not enough to penalize you or anything like that, but there's just something about this area that's making you feel nauseous when you get close.
Can I identify what that might be from?
Sure. Make a wisdom check, just a straight wisdom check for me.
Well,
We're all dum-dums today, apparently.
Is that a
Yes,
modified 7 or
nope.
modified 5?
That's just a,
Oh,
that's
modified.
just a
Okay,
6,
so it's just a
dude.
6. Okay. You really can't place it, but there's something about this area that you just stepped into there's a presence. In fact, you're able to step back, and the presence kind of fades, and you feel a little bit better.
I don't like that room. There's something fucking in there. Don't know what it is, but I got a hunch.
And
I don't like that room. Mm-mm.
You just said that you think that there's something fucking in there, and I'm just I
you see
Okay.
Maudie will kind of step into the room, and she's gonna look around, and she's gonna take a while, and then you see her look wide-eyed, and she takes out her daggers. She looks like she's panicking as she's turning and swiveling around. And then she looks right at you, Visca, as you see her take out her sai and she throws it at you. What is your AC?
15, sir.
As the sai throws by you, basically, it cuts into your cheek, and there's a little, it's not enough to do a whole lot of damage, take 1 point, and a little bit of blood drips down from the wound. And you see, kobolds! And she's panicking and just spinning around with that one dagger in her hand. And you see her start to conjure up a spell like she's about to attack you again. What does everybody else do? It is no longer her turn. It is lair action time. Wisdom saving throws for everybody.
Oh, here's a question.
Yes.
Are these, because this is relevant, are these wisdom saving throws against being frightened?
No.
Okay.
It is not frightened. Yes.
Okay.
19.
I asked because
Yeah.
I have the advantage against
Yeah.
that. So
Okay, 19 succeeds.
Mine is actually a 21.
You succeed.
I mean, I probably didn't succeed. That's a whole 10.
So as this is happening, you see basically Maudie is spinning around, and as she's doing it, she turns, and as she says kobold, you see her look like this vicious kobold, and she looks like she's about to attack you. What do you do?
Isn't it Dalgrin's turn?
I believe it was still. Oh yeah, that's still Maudie's turn. So, Thalgrin has to make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Thalgrin just kind of backs up against the wall and just starts hyperventilating.
Oh no.
Okay. So, that would make it Zinni. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
You see a kobold in front of you with a sigh.
Oh, this could be fun. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Well, immediate response is, oh, there's this thing here. I am going to cast, color spray.
Okay.
So, what is it? Is it 60-10? Or is it 10d6? It's something
Is
like that.
that like a blind? Oh, fucking
Oh,
color
yeah,
spray.
it is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Blind.
So,
yeah.
a dazzling array of flashing colored light springs from your hand. Roll 6d10. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures in a 15-foot cone originating from you are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures and creatures that can't see.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. See if
So
you
that's
could.
6d10.
You have to beat 35 hit points.
You only rolled 5.
One more.
Enough. So
38.
yeah, you basically spray forward and you bridge your hands together as this like flashing lights of different colors just start spraying out into the room, and you see that
Literally the rainbow.
it like spatters over the light and whatnot, and seems to fade. And you see Maudie cover her eyes like, I can't see, I can't see, I can't see, I can't see, I can't see. And that's when the nausea is removed as the lights kind of flicker out, and your bleeding stops, and bits of skin begin to flake away where the bleeding was once. Sig. Visca.
I don't have blood. The fuck is this?
Few moments come by, and she seems to snap out of it. The color spray eventually fades away. She rubs her eyes and... Are you... Is everyone okay?
Yep.
Thalgrin eventually calms down. Oh, I need a drink.
Resetting everyone's brains with bright colors. That sounds about right.
And you see some of the residue from the spray starts to drip off of the light, and a little bit of the light sprays onto you from this openite, and it's causing that nauseating feeling again, Sig. So whatever the origin, it seems to be coming from this these gems.
Gems are bad voodoo. Yeah. Can we close
Perhaps
the
we
door?
should leave them alone.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
make me an Arcana check, specifically you, because you've done research on this. Oh, fucking hey.
26.
Okay.
26.
The Obus assassins, you have found out that they have a weapon. They have weapons made out of a material that can put an end to your kind for good. It is Obanite.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that the fuck alone.
Okay. So, you exit the room, and you are back in the hallway.
And closing the door.
Close the door, and you see Maudie, you know what?
Closing the door.
She locks it. Okay. Okay, now that that's over with, she's going to look around and say, okay, so we've got a song, and we've got something slicing invisibly down the hallway.
Oh, didn't the what's it called?
The orc?
Yeah, he said not to pay attention to the music.
But he said, oh, what did he say? He said, oh, what was it? And then you hear Thalgren, what was it? He said, trust the mosaic, not the music.
Yeah.
But he also said that he might have that backwards.
Right. That would be bad.
Wait. And then you hear Marty is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 quarters. What did that say again? What did that plaque, what did it say?
I have to re-find the message.
Yep.
Nice scroll. Does it?
By
Oh, it
3
does.
and 4 beyond the door swings past the noise, so keep your poise.
3 and 4. And you said it was a forbidden dance. Or that it used to be.
Yeah.
We have to dance past it.
A
I can do that.
waltz. And you see Maudie looks at you. Might I have this dance? Zitty.
Yes.
You grab a hold of her hand, and then she starts 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let me lead, please. 1, 2. And she starts basically dancing and waltzing down the hallway. Go ahead and make me a performance check at the advantage since you have help.
I'm good at those.
Yes, you are.
As long as the dice aren't being buttholes. Hey, that's a 22.
22. As you basically take Maudie's hand and you begin dancing, and she's smiling at you with a bright smile, keeping eye contact. Everybody else who's watching this, you see that the music starts to pick up and it's almost crescendoing, and you can see bits of wind whooshing by them, these invisible pendulums swinging, and there's this point where they're twirling around, and you actually see a bit of Maudie's hair. One of the dreadlocks is sliced off by this invisible force. She doesn't seem to mind, though, doesn't miss a beat and keeps going. And then there's this illusionary sort of effect around them as you see Maudie is suddenly in this white suit, this white tuxedo, and it looks incredibly dapper with, a handkerchief and whatnot, and like a sort of bluish hue to it. Whereas you see Zinni, like her dress almost blooms out as it spirals around into this flowing ballroom dress. And basically, you make it to the end and stop. And you
Nice.
see Maudie releases your hand, and she gives a playful kiss on the hand and turns around and takes out her tools and pops open the panel. She begins working on it. And she's going to attempt to disable the trap.
So at the end of the hallway now?
She is at the end of the hallway.
How far is that?
Right here. All right, and then you hear the offbeat sort of wind distortion stops.
Nice.
I think it's safe.
Lunny will be the first one to try to walk through.
Hey, hold on. Let's be cautious first. She pulls out another apple and throws it, and you see it ting ting just falls to the ground. Okay. And Lenny, you begin stepping forward.
Yep.
And you get to the end of the hallway.
Yay!
And so does
Lunny
everybody
will
else.
have picked up the apple as they walk past it.
Okay. As you turn the corner, you see another door leading into another room. Doesn't. I don't think this one's trapped, and it's not locked.
Lonnie will open the door.
Okay. Open the door.
Lunny is the tank.
Lonnie is the tank, so Lenny's gonna go first.
Okay, go ahead and place where you guys want to be in this room. Don't worry about your movement speed or anything. You're in this room. Just put yourself somewhere.
Be this somewhere.
Okay.
I'm not picky.
I love that that Reggie's on your head.
Eat.
Where's that?
Well,
there he is.
he's still back there somewhere.
Yeah, I got him.
I'll put
Okay,
something right here.
as you head into this room, you see barrels and boxes, and it looks all ransacked. Like the boxes are most of them are destroyed. There are a few that are maybe weren't pried open, but it looks like a storage room of some sort. What do you guys do?
Eat.
I don't know. Look through some of the boxes just to see what
Lenny,
if
with
there's
your
anything in there.
passive perception, you see in the corner, this corner over here, on top of one of the boxes, there is a rat looking at you. It is standing up almost meerkat style, and you see this rat it's pretty big. It's about a foot long and appropriate style width. It looks like it has not gone hungry, and it seems to be missing patches of its fur. It looks like it's decaying in some spots. You actually see that its eyes are missing, and it seems to be looking in your direction if it can look.
Thanks, I don't like that.
And then you see it notices that you see it, and it kind of tilts its head inquisitively, jumps off of the box, and scurries away.
Thanks, I hate it.
Right?
Would Lenny know anything about undead things?
Arcana or religion, depending on what information you want.
That would be a 25.
What would you like to know?
My Arcana and my religion are both plus.
So 25, that is a hard difficulty that you just succeeded at. What would you like to know?
We'll go with Arcana.
Okay. Arcana, the undead, it's usually some sort of spell that conjures their undead or something that keeps them to the mortal plane. It happens in animals. They can be exposed to some sort of arcane presence that can cause it, or they could have some sort of sorcerous magic cast upon them to become undead. This one was weird though. With your 25, this one, it seemed almost familiar. Not as in familiar like you're familiar with it, but familiar as in it was intelligent and might be somebody's familiar. Because it seemed to recognize that you saw it, and it had a tinge of intelligence that it acknowledged that you made eye contact, and then it left. Like it was almost reading you. And that's what you get with that 25.
What sort of person would have an undead rat as a familiar?
Sure beats the hell out of me. You saw an undead rat Lux?
And Lenny gestures. It was over on that box watching us, and then it ran off.
Creepy as fuck.
Everyone can make me an investigation check while they're in this room.
What if my passive is 17,
Not
sir?
enough.
Fine. That's fine.
Jeez, I'm probably fucked. Because I can't roll well today.
No one can roll well today, apparently.
Oh,
We're
that's
all garbage.
If somebody
that's a 13.
who has the best investigation? Because somebody
Just a second,
could roll at
let
the
me-
advantage.
I get a plus 4.
I have a +7 to investigation.
A +7. Okay. So if you have a +7 and you want to roll again, I'll let you say that Thalgrin is helping you look.
Sure.
hell
That's a
yeah.
something.
So you-
I can't
25.
math today.
You're
Okay.
inspecting the room and going over things, and then you're walking by one area on the eastern side of the wall. So this area over here, and you notice a slight breeze, and you look, and it seems to be coming from a loose brick on the wall.
Can I take that brick out?
You
I
grab a
want the
hold
brick.
of the brick, and it feels like it's loose. Yeah, you slip it, and it slips right out. And it seems to be a secret compartment of some sort. As you look inside, there is a case of some sort, like a leather-bound case.
Gonna take it.
Okay, you take the case.
Why not?
Do you look inside the case?
Yes.
It has 3 rolled-up scrolls inside. Do you want to take a moment to identify those, or...
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to identify each one?
Yes.
That's going to take a half an hour.
Yes.
Okay. I will count that as a short rest. If anyone is missing any hit points or wants to use any arcane recovery, they may do so. You identify the 3 scrolls as magical scrolls. The first one is Otto's Irresistible Dance. Go ahead and add that to your sheet.
While
Do write
Visk
those
is
down.
doing this, I'm going to take 10 minutes to cast Comprehend Languages as
As a ritual. Okay.
a ritual, and then I can actually identify one of the other scrolls, so we don't have to spend an entire half an hour doing this.
Okay. Lunny, the scroll that you grab, you identify as Chain Lightning.
What was the one that I didn't catch that?
Otto's
Otto's
Irresistible
Irresistible.
Dance.
Gee.
And the last scroll, you see it is Reincarnate. A 5th level spell. Transmutation, I believe. Okay. That is pretty much everything that this room has to offer. What do you guys do? There seems to be a another door leading to the western hall.
Is that the direction the rat went?
No, it actually scurried south. And we'll say with the investigation rolls that you already done, you see that it's a small mouse hole that none of you can fit in unless you use magic.
Magic.
Which you can. I mean, you have polymorph. If you wanted to, you could go in there.
I also have a familiar.
You do have a familiar. The cat wouldn't be able to fit, but you could take some time. It would take you an hour to cast the spell to shape
I don't
it.
think
But
we would want to do that
Nope.
right now.
Lenny is gonna head towards the other door.
okay, you had.
And I was incorrect. Technically, I don't have polymorph at the moment. I would have to rest, then add it to my character sheet.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I have stone shape instead, because we're going into a tomb.
Right. Right.
Yep, which makes sense.
Okay. You open the door, which is not trapped or locked, as you open it up. And you see it looks like there is another plaque that is still on the wall. However, it seems to be in complete disrepair. It has been eroded over time and is completely unreadable. There is also another mural as well, a mosaic, like before, but it is in such disrepair, you can't make out much more than a few people bowing. What do you guys do? You see a door at the end of the hallway.
Just on the off chance that it might work, Lenny might cast Mending on the plaque.
On the plaque? Okay. So you take a moment and you focus as you start casting the mending incantation, and you see little pebbles begin to kind of almost dance on the ground below you as they start floating up into the air, and pieces of debris starts being absorbed to you almost like a magnet as you see it restore the text on the plaque. And in perfect, like the day it was printed, you see with your comprehend languages, you know that it says only the reverent may proceed.
Is there another door, or
There is a door at the end of the hallway. You're at the beginning of the hallway.
The hell does that mean?
Remember that apple I threw? You want to throw another one?
sure?
So you throw the apple.
Yeah, Lonnie picked it up.
You throw the apple, and as soon as it hits like the middle of the hallway, you hear a goosh as the entire ceiling just smashes into the ground and comes back up very slowly.
Ah, we are now in Exalted.
You hear
I was thinking Mario, but okay.
you hear
Yeah, that too.
Thalgrin looks at you, Lax, goes, Lax, is that an inappropriate time to admit that I have a crush on you?
Oh my god.
So, when's the marriage?
He smiles and he starts bowing like the mosaic and begins heading forward. And he is going to take one step into where you saw it come down, and you hear a goosh as it stops right above his head, right over where he is basically bowing. It stops right above his back. Okay, I'm regretting that pun now. And he continues stepping forward very slowly, but he seems to be okay.
So what, do we have to bow to go there? To go across? Like, is that what this is? Okay.
Okay, so who goes next?
We'll go with Lonnie. Lonnie will go next.
Okay.
Lonnie is strong? Question mark.
How do you bow?
Lonnie's going to mimic Thalgrin.
Okay. Do you try to get as low as Thalgrin? Because he's short.
I don't think Lonnie bends quite that far.
Okay, so you do your best to mimic that. Go ahead and make me a performance check.
Oh,
Try to
no.
mimic that movement.
Oh man.
That was a 9.
That was a 9? Okay. So you're stepping down and you're trying to mimic it, and you take a step forward.
Just let me know if I need to make a dex save.
Make a dex save.
Okay. That's a modified 1?
So
Jesus Christ.
you're bowing low, and it doesn't. You basically you're stepping forward, trying to mimic the movements of Thalgrin, and you hear the release of the and as you feel this very blunt trauma to your back as you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouchies.
You all right, Lux? And you see Thalgrin kind of guides you the rest of the way, and now you're clear of the trap and at the door.
I am fine, I think.
You see him pop open a potion and hands it to you. Here, let me. And you see him pour it out onto his hands, and he starts basically massaging it into your back, and it heals. I'll go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 4. So you heal 9.
Yay! I'm back up to 60.
Okay, who's next?
Oh. Sure.
Sure, why not?
Okay. So Visca, make me a performance check.
Oh man, I'm not good at those.
I don't think any of us are.
That's a 10,
Except
sir.
me.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Where's my dex? Oh. Ooh.
I think Visca's better at Dex than I am, so hopefully.
No, I have a +0 to my dex saving throws.
That's okay.
You
still got a
passed. You passed by 1. So you're able to, you hear a, and you kind of brace yourself for it, and you squint, and you feel like you can feel the stone kind of tap your back, but you don't take any damage. You continue on.
She starts army crawling the rest of the way.
Yeah. You army crawl the rest of the way. Okay. At which point it is Maudie's turn, and or Zinni, it's your turn. Go ahead. Make a performance check.
That is a 21.
Okay, so you are basically mimicking the bowing like everybody else, and you're stepping, and then you hear the release and the, and then you kind of open your eyes and you look up, and it's about 2 feet above you. You don't even have to bow.
I'm a short shit.
And you hear Maudie. It is amazing. You just see her waltz, and she just walks down the hallway.
God.
And you are at the door. Okay. So, checking for traps, there are none, and it is not locked.
Lonnie will very carefully open the door.
Okay.
Oh.
At which point you see an arrow flying at you. And we're gonna enter initiative. We already are. Alright, that means it is Maudie's turn. Maudie is going to see that immediately and sprint in. You guys are up here.
Yeah.
So...
I said Lonnie opened the door, so Lonnie's in the front.
Yeah, Luddy's in the front. So Maudie will...
Oh.
Visca, you're not up there.
I'm trying not to be up there, but Jesus Christ. Really bad at this. There you go.
Maudie's going to sprint forward and simply cast her cantrip Frostbite.
Oh, I do want to say that Lonnie would have given Visca the chain lightning scroll.
Sure.
Thanks.
So yeah, you see her just
don't know what the other
sprint
thing
forward.
was.
She takes her dagger. The dagger is coated with this ice aura around it. Flings it forward as you see it streak through the air and jabs one of the ones. Probably the
One of the
archer,
ones.
since it was aiming at Lunny, and delivers. Seven points of damage. Okay, that is Maudie's turn. It is now lair action. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw for me.
God
I
damn
don't
it.
want to.
Yeah, no, sir. That is a 7.
That's a 14.
Okay. Letty?
Sorry. That would be a wisdom 19.
Okay.
God.
Maudie, Thalgrin, and Visca, all of you can't do anything but hear the music as it begins to illuminate around you, you can actually see the bars of music show up and are spiraling around you. You cannot help but be entranced as your body starts moving on its own, and you begin dancing. You have to use an action to dance.
Wait a minute. Did you say Zinni as well, or
Nope.
did I succeed?
You succeeded. You succeeded.
Oh,
The
Jesus.
DC was only 12.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's only 12 because it's every turn you've got to fucking roll this. So.
Balls.
All right, so that is the layer action. Thalgren is dancing for an action. Does he have any bonus actions that he can use? Does not look like it. Let me see. Bonus. Bonus actions. Nope, he does not. Yeah, so he's just gonna dance his whole turn. It is Zinni's turn.
So wait, are we seeing like a thing?
Yeah. You see, you basically, the first thing you saw was an arrow shooting at you as you open the door, and you see a skeletal figure. And as you peer into the room, now that you actually have vantage point, it's your turn, you can see several undead creatures, and they're all just kind of, as they see your presence. Some of them are in various stages of decay. So some of them are like they've been there centuries and they're just skeletons, whereas some of them may have died like a few weeks ago.
Okay.
If somebody wants to roll an Arcana check, they may do so to see if they can identify the specific type of undead, or religion will also get you some.
I'm dancing. I can't do shit, guys.
Aw,
Well,
that's
I
an
can
11.
technically do some.
So a religion check, you
Yes.
said? I'm good at those.
11 for Arcana.
Well, I'm only good at those when it's not a whole 10.
Right, let's see if either of them are good at those. Oh, they're dancing. They can't.
But what I can do.
I have to disregard those rolls. Thalgren would have gotten it. I'll give him next turn then. Okay. Yep. You're here. You see, they have. They all look like adventurers too. They all have different gear. They all have different, accoutrements. They all look like they're from different regions.
So I can see all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Except for yeah, you can see all of them from your vantage point.
Okay, they all need to make a con saving throw then.
Oh, are you turning undead?
No.
Oh, what are you doing?
Word of Radiance.
Word of Radiance. Okay.
You utter a divine word, and burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range. Oh, that's only a 5-foot range? Never mind. Let's do... what was the closest one to me? So, this one?
Yeah, that's the closest one.
Okay, so... that one needs to make a dex saving throw, then.
Dex saving throw, yeah, because they're good at those.
Sacred Flame!
Okay, let's see here. Flip the stats. I should already have up, but I am
Oh,
So
wow.
that we can
bad
still
DM.
take a bonus action despite the fact that we're dancing?
Yes, I'm still gonna let you make a bonus action because I'm a nice dungeon master.
Yay.
It fails. It rolled an 8.
So it gets a +0?
It gets a +0.
Awesome. So that takes 4 damage. 4 radiant damage,
For
specifically.
radiant damage. Does it take more? No, but radiant damage does do something cool eventually, so we will keep that in mind, that it has taken... you said 9?
What was the number? No, 4.
4 radiant
I
damage?
think. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, that's their turn. That's your turn. It is now Lenny's turn.
So I was actually just trying to look this up. Our specialties, what does it do for attack spells?
It doesn't do anything.
Okay.
It's just the resist that you're better at.
Okay. Well, I am going to... I'm going to step further into the room, just a smidgen.
Okay. As you step into the room and clear the archway, you feel a whoa sort of effect as you step through a field of something.
Weird.
Very weird.
Don't like that.
And I will cast catapult on one of the bits of rubble on the ground and launch it at that guy.
Okay,
That's
that's an
already
attack
hit.
spell, right?
The creature has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw. We have established it's good at those.
Yes.
So good. Basically, if we can just keep making them do dex saving throws, then it might
damn it.
offset.
Wow.
Then it might offset our
Wait,
garbage.
what is a save DC for a transmutation spell for me?
For a transmutation spell for you, it is you get twice your proficiency bonus.
So that would be a 17 total.
Then it just made it, as it rolled a 17.
Aw, it doesn't have a negative dex,
No, it has a +0. Sorry.
bitch.
So it just basically you fling it at it and you see it, and it tings off of its helmet as it looks at you. Okay, so that was Lunny's turn. It is Visca's turn. Visca, you have to
I
spend
can
your
only-
action, but you can do a bonus action and move. You can still move.
Might as well dance into the room just a little bit.
As you pass the archway, you feel the wong
Oh, I don't
field
like that.
as well.
It has a bonus action. I would like to use. Are there any ranged ones that I can see?
Yes. Well, you assume that these guys are spellcasters, so ranged. Yeah. So there are 4 ranged ones. It is their turn next.
What is my movement? My movement is 30,
30,
so I was
yeah.
right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I could actually move a little bit more, I think. I'm gonna go, like, past me. I think I can, move here? Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 30. Ah, my cat!
Nice feet. It landed on its feet.
Oh, they're just out of range.
What's
I
the
guess,
range?
and 30 feet.
That's 5 inches. That's
Yeah, but I was hoping to get this one.
25. Oh, you wanted this one. I gotcha. Yeah.
Well, instead of that, I'm going to use Wrathful Smite on my fucking spear, just in case anything wants to get close enough to get stabbed.
Okay, so Wrath of Smite, is that just basically fuel spear?
The next time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, which it's a concentration spell,
Yeah, so
your
you
attack
have
deals
an act. Okay,
extra.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a smite. Okay, cool. So basically, after you do this flourish and you make it look really cool as you spin around and do like a lariat in the air as you take out your weapon, and it shines that smitey color as you land all cool. You didn't mean it to look cool, but it did.
Smitey
Happens.
color.
Yeah, a smitey color.
Smitey color. I thought you'd like that. Okay,
Okay.
at which point it is the enemy's turns. So let's do the ranged people first. 2 at Visca, 2 at Lunny. What are your ACs?
15.
12.
Why's your AC so high?
Miss?
Because of the robes.
Oh, okay.
Hit. Wait. Who was first? What was your AC again?
Who's
2.
Yours. Sig.
15.
15. And they have a plus 5 to hit. Yep, so both of those hit. So plus 6 damage. As you see, basically, two arrows kind of in either shoulder as you take a total of 5 points of damage. I'm sorry, 11 points of damage.
Oh, jeez.
And
11 is definitely worse.
you notice that there is a little bit of blood coming out. As you notice, you are standing in some of the light of the Obadite.
Can I not bleed? Thanks.
Okay, that makes it top of the rest of the melee people, right? So, here. Okay. So you see this one right here, I'm sorry, this one right here, the one with the axe that you did damage to, runs up and tries to swing at Maudie, but there's this whom basically that stops it as it tries to make it through and just bounces off of this force field. And you see it snarl. And then the other, we're gonna have 2 attacks on Alistair and 1 attack on Lenny.
I am not very tanky, sir.
Then why'd you run in?
Good question.
That's a miss and a miss. Oh wait, 17. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay,
By 2
so
points.
1 hit, and then the one that hit Lenny. What's attacking Lenny? Hits. Okay. Ooh, you take 9 more points of damage, Visca.
Ow.
Ouch. And you also take 9 points of damage, Lenny.
I'm good. I'm fine.
Okay. Top of the round, it is now Maudie's turn. Maudie, I'm gonna have Maudie make an intelligence check real quick. Good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Let me see here. Alright. So you see her concentrate for a moment, and then she opens her eyes, and they look like this blackish sort of color as she thrusts her hand forward, and you see out back here, basically covering this area, there's just this like blackish liquid that just seeps in from the ground, and you see the skeletons and the different husks, corpses begin slipping and whatnot, and they all have to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, that actually works really good with what I want to do.
Cool.
Nobody go in that corner.
Nobody go in that corner. Oh my god, they all failed. They
Beautiful.
all failed. Okay, so hang on just a second.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Okay. So you see this one flip, basically I'm gonna flip him over. those ones all fall down. This one falls down, but when it does so, you see it fall back and it bounces against the force field that's behind it. Looks like there's another one in this room, and it blasts it, and it actually shoots it forward, and it takes a substantial amount of damage, 14 to be total, as it hits the
Floating.
invisible force field.
It's just floating.
Nice. Cool. It's gonna stay like that. So that one took 14 damage as it blasted against the force field. Okay, it is now lair action. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god, not again.
Low difficulty. But you guys
Still
don't
not
have
good at
very
them.
good rolls.
Oh my god, I passed that
You
time.
passed.
Going to,
No.
I believe I have an inspiration.
You would have had one at the beginning of this scenario, so yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use inspiration.
Oh, the first
and-
one was a 17, so I passed. Okay.
Okay.
Don't be an asshole.
Oh no.
Fuck you. Okay, I guess I'm dancing.
Okay, you are dancing this round. Well, you also get bonus actions that you can use, so.
I
That's it.
have bonus actions.
Excellent. All right.
That's the cool-
So
Well, you know what's a bonus action.
I do know what's a bonus action. It's a very good thing it's a bonus action.
It is.
Let's see, it is
I want it.
Thalgrin's turn. Thalgrin and Maudie both have to. Did you fail? No, you succeeded, right?
No, I succeeded, but I have a feeling it's gonna fuck up my plan.
They both succeed. Wait, no, that looks like... Oh, it's a 5. Okay, so Thalgrin unfortunately fails and continues to dance. However, Zinni snaps out of it. I'm sorry, Maudie snaps out of it. Zinni, it is now your turn because Thalgrin can't do anything.
I'm doing a dance. I'm doing a dance. I'm doing a dance, and I am. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. Mm, mm, mm. So let me.
Draw a little area so you guys can... Oh, that's not working.
Why do we have that area?
So you guys know where the
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 Grease
goop
is.
is.
group, yeah. Goop. Oh, what the fuck?
Okay.
That's supposed to be a sword.
Difficulty.
There we go. So basically, after that point, that whole corner is just goop,
Okay.
grease.
Where is
Okay.
it? Am
I'm
I
gonna do
just
something fun on my
stupid?
turn.
Can you not see the red line I just drew?
No, not you. I'm
okay.
looking.
She's looking for something on her sheet.
Gotcha.
Where's my sword? My cool little.
Your sword?
Yeah, the one where I can or the spectral weapon
Spectral
thing or
weapon?
whatever. Yeah.
Spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you take spiritual weapon?
I've had spiritual weapon. I don't think I got rid of it.
Did you? Are you sure you're not screwing up Julian? Because Julian has that.
Fuck. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Thank you. That makes me sad. Okay. I was
See,
excited
I thought
about
you
that
were
one.
referring to healing word, because that's a bonus.
Mm. Okay. I can do that too, yeah. This is why I can't play multiple spellcasters. uh... Okay, well, I guess I'll do, who's hurting?
Visca.
Visca.
Okay. Visca.
We're gonna learn something new today.
Healing word. So 1d4 plus 4. So 5.
Okay, you heal 5 hit points as you step into the room because you can feel
Zook.
this sort of block.
Zook,
But
before you continue, the Secundus cannot be healed by divine magic.
you're fucking right.
I am fucking right.
So as you
Oh.
step forward, you feel this whoom as you step into the room, and you try to.
I love that noise. Whoom.
Whoa. As you
Whoa.
as you hear that word, and it like travels to Visca, and it surrounds them for a moment, and you see the ambient glow, but nothing happens. I totally forgot that divine magic does not work on this Kunde.
Yep.
It has to be arcane magic, so it has to be from bards or potions.
Yep.
Okay, so that is Zinni's turn. Unless you wanted to move anywhere else, and it's now Lunny's turn.
Lonnie's turn. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step right here. And, would you say that in this line, all of those are within, like, 5 feet of it?
These 3, yeah.
Well, also in front of Lenny.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna cast Lightning
1,
Bolt.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All 6 of those have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, that is... Wow, that is fucking lined right up.
I know, I've been like...
That is
This entire
amazing.
time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6.
And I believe the ones on the ground are at disadvantage.
The fuck?
Okay, fail, 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 succeed, crit success. Oh well, no. That. What is your DC?
This is 14.
Fail. it rolled a 13. They all fail. All of them failed. Full damage. Roll that beautiful bead footage.
8d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. And anything flammable in the area that isn't being worn or carried ignites.
I'm aware.
Amazing.
All right. So how much was that? 29. Okay.
29 damage.
That's a lot.
29.
And now this is just a corner of fire.
9. All right, so the 3 in front of you look like they take substantial damage as you blast this lightning bolt from your metallic hands, and it shoots out, and you see them, and they just start smoldering, and they're almost dead. The ones in front of you, the ones behind, the ones further down the room in the corner, though, the grease spell ignites, boom, causing an explosion akin to a fireball, and all of them are just reduced to ash.
Nice.
Lunny has a badass moment. I am happy.
That was awesome. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give everybody a checkpoint for that.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm giving everybody a checkpoint for that. That was
Oh right,
awesome.
I have to reset it from last time because we leveled up.
You did. And that makes it Visca's turn.
I'm gonna grab this motherfucker right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab him and I'm just going to use fucking vampiric touch.
Vampiric
Give me your health
touch.
points,
Make an
dude.
Arcana check.
Okay. $21.
Vampiric touch is negative energy. It will damage it, but it will not give you the hit points for it.
Oh.
Do you still want to do it?
No.
Okay. Because it's undead.
Yeah, that's fair.
Negative plus negative is... No, that's
No.
not how that works.
No.
Negative times negative is...
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Negative
am
plus a
going
negative is
to-
more negative.
Yeah, I'm going to use as my bonus action. Well, actually, no. I can just step out of the fucking room.
You will provoke an attack of opportunity from this
Okay,
one.
then I will use the bonus action to use hidden step
Okay.
to
So yeah,
yeet myself out of the room,
You
and then I'm
can-
going to
absolutely do that.
use as my actual action. I will use false life at level fucking 3 because why not?
And that gives you temporary hit points.
Yeah, that gives me temporary hit points.
Okay.
1 die 4 plus 14.
So basically, you reappear, you explode for a moment, and like the person in front of you is wondering where the fuck you went. You reappear, and you have that aura around you as some of your wounds begin to stop bleeding, and you are now outside of the light as well. So it returns to the ashen sort of decay rather than actual blood. You fucking
Yeah.
freak.
Yeah.
It is now.
And now I have 18 fucking temporary hit points, yo.
Nice. That's very nice.
I literally rolled the maximum that I possibly could.
Okay, so there's not going to be attack on Maudie because she is just outside of the room. Hulkburster will move up, strike at Zinni, and then 2 at Lunny. And then this one is going to run up and hit Zinni as well. And then there's going to be one that shoots at Maudie, and another one that attacks Lunny. Okay, so 3 attacks on Lunny.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I can take it.
All miss.
My armor class is 12.
Oh, your armor class is 12?
Yes.
So
I think
two
two
of
of
them
those
hit. Yep, 2 of them hit.
I have to be honest about that.
Thank
My armor
you.
class is only fucking
I thought
12.
it was up there, but I think it was
No.
just your hit points.
Yeah, my hit points are fucking amazing.
13 points of slashing damage as 2 axes come down and dent into your armor.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good.
Okay, which...
Not even at the halfway point yet. Come at me.
There's gonna be a shot fired at, I said Maudie, didn't I? The arrow
You did.
bounces off the force field and does not go through. Then there's one attacking Zinni, who is in the room. On hits. Zinni, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as a mace comes down on you.
Okay.
And then one more attack against Zinni. And that one misses. Alright, and that makes it top of the round. It is now Maudie's turn. Maudie is going to pour out a healing potion on Visca.
Oh, thank you.
What?
Nothing. I'm just trying to figure out.
10 points.
Ooh, 10? I like that.
Zinni, I would appreciate it if you step back.
Okay.
And she'll just take an attack at the Hulkburster, basically jumping through the barrier with her 2 attacks as you hear a wong wong and chink in rapid succession.
I would appreciate it if everybody took a step back, actually.
And she will.
That.
She can't disengage as a bonus action yet, unfortunately, so she can't. She does hit. Okay, which is... This one has only taken that much. Okay. Okie dokie. That is Maudie's turn is lair action. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, damn it. I don't want to.
I'm re-rolling that. I'm using my inspiration.
Fair enough.
Let's try this again.
The roller just doesn't like us tonight.
I still failed.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Okay, you're all set.
No more dancing.
No more dancing.
I'm using my inspiration.
Oh, sorry, I just rolled Falgren and Maudie's.
That's okay.
We're all garbage tonight.
They both succeed.
Yes, we
oh,
are.
No, Falgren fails again. Man, he's just
Falgren
loving
at
his
this
dance.
point is
He's just
spinning
doing a
in a
jig.
toe.
He's just doing a jig.
He's
That's
just
much better.
he's just pretending he's Michael Flatley. It's fine.
Okay, so it is. It would be Falgren's, but Falgren is still dancing. So it's Zinni's turn again.
Okay, so
He's
I'm gonna take
dancing
a
with his little like mead machine.
I'm gonna take a step back, which
You-
I don't know if
you-
I can without.
You can take a step back,
Yeah.
but it will provoke an attack of opportunity unless you
would it?
use the disengage action
It depends.
because of him.
No, I mean, just a second. There's a thing. What size class of creature am I considered?
You are considered small.
Okay, and is that considered medium?
Yes.
You can move through the space of any creature that is of a size larger than yours. Oh, it doesn't say without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you
though.
can move through their space. So you could like go here if you wanted to. You could go here if you wanted to, without provoking attacks of opportunity. But as soon as you exit the 5-foot range, you would provoke an attack of opportunity from.
If you move, you're going to provoke an attack of opportunity, but I'm going to feel bad if you get hit by my spell.
Or you could take an action to disengage.
I mean, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you're going to take an action to disengage. Where do you go?
Yeah,
You can move anywhere as you want without provoking an attack of opportunity if you're disengaging.
gotta go. Ba-doop, boop, boop.
Okay.
I'm assuming that puts me back outside the room.
That does put you back outside of the room. You hear the wong as you are clear.
Is Visca inside or outside the room?
Visca is
outside.
technically outside, yes.
Okay.
Because that is the last
And
square.
there's nothing else I can do because, fun fact, my healing word is just a once per long rest.
Oh, that's right, because you took it as, that's part of your feat that you took.
Yep.
Okay,
I am so sorry.
so...
I have other healing spells. It's just
Right.
not that.
They don't work on me, so don't use them on me, please.
Well, that's a thing I'll have to remember, which I probably won't.
That's fine. Okay, so that means it is now...
I will remind you
Bloody
because
Stern.
it would have been in character.
Mhm.
I need anything within 10 feet of me to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, luckily both of them are protected. I will say Holtz is with you, because I am not mean.
Yep.
I assume that he likes to stay in
You
my
said
coat.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yep. DC 14.
Fail, 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 fail. Succeed. Only one succeeds.
Okay. The ones that fail take 2d6 bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone.
Roll it.
Because I'm using Earth Tremor at 2nd level. So, 9 damage and knocked prone.
Okay, I am now... Okay, so 9 damage. Okay, this one right here is the one that succeeded. So is he still knocked prone, or...
No.
But he does take the half damage, right?
It doesn't say anything about half damage.
Okay,
Because
so
it's a level 1 spell normally, so...
So it comes down to 17. This one is... Okay, I am going to have... Is that a burster? That is a burster. 1, 2, 3... Lunny, make... 2 dexterity saving throws for me.
Fine. Yeah. My dex is -1, so that would be an 8 and a 14.
Okay. So basically, as you you do this the earth tremor, you see one of them fall to the ground, and it looks like the life has been snuffed out of him. I rolled a fucking oh, jeez. And you see that body begins to bubble and boil, and you see suddenly it just corpse explodes all over the fucking place. You
Ew.
take 12 points of well, you evade the first one as you kind of brace yourself, but then the other one that you hit also explodes, and that's the one that you take the 12 points of bludgeoning damage from.
Okay, so I
Ew.
only take 12?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm kind of hurt.
Dead. 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 That was not a burster, luckily.
Apparently they explode.
The bursters, yes, the bursters explode. You notice that the
Gross.
one that was all skeletal did not explode because it didn't have anything to explode. It is now Visca's turn.
Can I just smack this?
Sure.
Considering I didn't get to use vampiric touch because it wouldn't work. So I still have my smite thing, my wrathful smite concentrated on. I want to smack it with my spear.
Sure. So this is going to be you will like you're still outside of the room, but because you're attacking in the room, he can technically attack you, but he'll be at the disadvantage for doing so.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
so go
fine.
ahead and make your attack.
Does that have a modifier? Like, what is that based off of? 'Cause
That
I've
is
never
based off of
checked.
your strength. It should be on your character sheet if you have it equipped. Oh, you hit.
Okay. What would it say on my character sheet, anyways? Because I don't.
It would
Never done
say under your actions, I believe. It would be under your actions. If you have
Oh,
it
is it
equipped.
the? Yeah, I have it equipped and I have it attuned.
Yeah.
So hit DC is. I have a +8 to that. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you're proficient, it's a magical weapon, and yeah. So,
Oh,
yeah, so
okay.
you strike forward. Go ahead and roll damage. You hit.
1d12 +5. Which one is the 12?
12 is
it
the
this one?
yeah, it's
Or is
the
it this
the hexagon looking one.
the orange
Octagon.
one?
Yeah.
That would be 14, sir.
Okay, 14.
I also want to actually hit this one.
You're hitting this one?
Yeah, because it's 10 feet.
You want this one, not this one. Or are you hitting yeah, right? This one?
Yes, that one.
The one that hasn't taken damage.
Yes.
Okay, how much damage did you do? 14,
14.
alright. Okay, you strike forward with the lance as it pierces through. You hear the wong attack as it's also accompanied by a vicious sort of holy
wait.
energy.
My Smiteful Wrath also does...
Yeah, it does additional damage for Wrath.
I should probably check how much damage that was. It is... Oh, it's a plus 1d6 psychic damage? Is
Yep.
that psychic? I can read. The cube! Give me... Oh, okay. I thought he didn't hit it. Well, he takes 20 damage.
Very nice. Okay, he looks pretty hurt, but not dead yet. Not dead yet. At which point it is their attack, and they are... One is... You know what? They're mad at you. Yeah, they're both going to take an attack at you, Visca, at the disadvantage. While you're partially through the barrier.
Nice.
That's a hit. And a miss. You take 7 points of slashing damage as you feel the axe impact your arm. As you pull away, and now you're back outside of the room. Top of the round, it is Marty's turn. Marty is going to take 2 attacks to the one in front of it. Simple, easy peasy. All good.
I poked it. I poked it with a stick.
Hits. Oblivering. 5 points of damage. It is now lair action. So wisdom saving throws for everybody.
Meanwhile, I don't think this guy over here did anything.
Oh, that's right.
I have
Oh
to
my
be
God,
honest.
I passed? What the fuck? Look, he's a decoration. This husk is a decoration.
Lenny,
I
you're the
believe in
only
you.
person in the room, so you take an additional 2 points of damage from the arrow.
Okay.
Oh my god, we all passed.
You all passed. All right, you have focus
Yeah.
of your facilities, making it Thalgrin's turn.
Thalgrin, did you do
Thalgrin
shit?
has to roll.
God damn it, Thalgrin.
He
Oh my god.
succeeds! Holy shit.
He's finally done with his little shindig.
And
No
now
more
he's going to
dancing.
aim over Zinni and fire.
It's a good thing that Zinni is short.
Yep.
Well, so is Thalgrin.
Yeah, but he's
I
still
am
considered medium.
Shorter.
And fucking misses. Thalgrin, you're useless this battle. Yeah, it just goes wide. Pew! And then he reloads. Okay, so that makes it Zinni's turn.
Okay. How many do we have left?
3.
3.
1, 2.
Okay. Well, dun, 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 dun. They need to make, one of them needs to make me, let's do the one that's taken 23 damage. Needs to make me a dex saving throw.
I still
Okay.
can't believe that Eldritch Blast is a cantrip and not a spell.
It fails.
Okay.
It failed. It rolled a 2. God.
What is it? It's, 2d8. So it takes 6 damage. Radiant damage, specifically.
Hey. Lunny, make a dexterity saving throw.
God damn it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm good. I'm good.
I believe in you. I don't believe in you.
That's a 6.
I believe in you, but I don't believe in the dice. The dice
Probably
fucking
smart.
hate us.
Lunny, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
Well,
Okay, what was that spell?
Mine?
Yes.
Um.
Was it the Radiant Blast?
Of course, it's left the. It is, Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. So as you conjure up the Sacred Flame, the golden flame appears all over the burster that's in front of you. As you see it like start to its eyes or what would be eyes if it still had them, jet open, and you see the flame begin to escape from it as boils start kind of appearing all over it and explodes, that corpse explosion again, and that damage and the shrapnel coming from the corpse and the bones and the sinew hits the other one, causing a chain reaction which kills that one, who then begins to boil again and explodes a second time. And Lunny, you take a total of
I'm sorry.
the first one was 9 points of damage, and the second one you only took half of 3.
so 12 altogether.
Yes, 12 altogether.
I'm still on my feet. Barely.
And there is one left. Which makes it Lunny's turn.
I'm gonna fucking. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw against a DC of 17.
Jesus.
Come on. 17? Yeah,
Is the
has
transmutation
to roll
spell.
a 17. No, it fails.
Okay, so that's a 3rd level catapult coming out.
Oh.
So that's 5d8.
Lunny
Yeah.
done with this
Oh.
shit. Lunny's done
Lonnie
with
is
this
just
shit.
like, your day is over, sir.
22 damage.
Tell me what happens.
Lunny in just... They've had 5 things blow up on them. They're looking really, really rough. With a flick of their wrist, one of the bones from one of the other bursters jolts up and flies across the room and impacts the other one in the skull.
It's like bullet time. Everything slows down, and the camera perspective is from the shrapnel of bone as it's just going in. You see the skeleton is basically knocking an arrow, pulling it back, and he's aiming it right at your skull and is about to fire when the bone just and he falls to the ground, collapses into a pile of bones.
I think I feel pain.
That's not good.
Okay.
Um,
The threat seems to have passed.
out of character, I'm at 12 HP out of 65.
Oh, God.
Valgrin is going to hand you a moderate healing potion.
Thank you.
So go ahead and roll 4d4 plus 8.
4d4. 16?
Okay. I don't know about the rest of you, but I need to take a short break if you don't mind.
I mean, it was a pretty good dance.
Thanks, lass. All right. So if you want, you guys can take a short rest. So this will allow you to roll any hit points if you want to regain some hit points.
Absolutely.
You can also use Arcane Recovery if you want to regain some spell slots. As our intrepid adventurers will take a moment to catch their breath and a short respite, they will continue the Tomb of the Fallen King next week. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We're going to end the episode there. And until next time, toodaloo.
Bye.
Bye.